My name's Elizabeth Wersch. I've been volunteering with Art Creates Life, and last summer I got to visit Senegal with Art Creates Life, and
At this fundraising event, which is hosted by Art Creates Life. My guitarist is Pete Muldoon. He's a wonderful jazz guitarist. The reason why I'm here is because this event is about literacy and having students and children alike being able to read and not having to miss that education in their life. And not only that, Art Creates Life, which is one of the main sponsors, they have this program called Junkanoo, in which they go to Senegal, I believe, every year or maybe every 2 years. And my father's from Senegal. My mom's from Cameroon. And I wrote a song entitled Senegal. It's just an acoustic piece, which is going to be on my upcoming album. And Tracy, Miss Tracy, who is the coordinator, she asked me to perform. So I was definitely delighted to do so. And I think that my song definitely bridges the gap between Senegal, or Africa in general, and America, because I'm African American. I do have an album out. It's called Lulu's Back in Town. And it was released in 2006, and it was my debut jazz album. And my next album that's coming out, I think it's tentatively titled Anything But Ordinary, and it's in the genre of, I'd say, acoustic soul with a little bit of hip-hop. So it's definitely something different.
Oh, I see, okay.
We're doing for Tracy.
Oh,
But they're going to answer questions now. So.
okay.
So what was the attraction for you to be involved with this program?
Well, we started a few years ago with just Art Creates Life, and we're taking kids from the inner cities out of their zip code, because a lot of times you can't dream if you've never been anywhere.
Yes.
So a lot of times we like to complain about what we don't have, and this is wrong and this is wrong. But you take a child out of a situation where they might live in the projects, but then you take them to the villages in Africa where they're sleeping on dirt, basically. And it's like, what do you have to complain about? And it's life altering. These kids come back wanting to change the world. And so that's how we sort of got involved. And then this tonight is a fundraiser because we're noticing that illiteracy is a huge epidemic. And a lot of the time it stems from the parents. We mimic a lot of things our parents do. Right. Another thing that disturbed me was that bit on YouTube with that little girl and all she talked about. I was blown away by that.
Yes.
Because my mother, I watched it with my mother, she was like, look at this, I can't believe, look at what parents would sit back and condone this and laugh. And I was like, Mom, you have to understand, they're ignorant.
Right.
They don't know any better. So what we're trying to do with this evening is bring attention to the fact that a lot of it starts at home.
Absolutely.
And you have to attack this thing from the root. And when you're embarrassed by something that, we're not talking about cancer. Everybody can learn how to read.
Yes.
And if you put a celebrity face to it and we bring them out, like, it's okay. No one's going to make fun of you. This is going to only help you. So I think that's why everybody's so excited about helping.
We're excited to have you back in the D.C. area.
You.
So how are your parents handling your success?
Well, I lost my dad 3 years ago, so I think he's pulling a lot of strings.
Yes, yes.
But my mom is elated. I mean, she can't stop glowing. I keep telling her, Mom, you better slow down. You look like you're about to bust a vein.
Well, we're proud of you too.
Thank you.
I know that I read your bio that back in you originally started in engineering.
Well,
So
let me explain that. I auditioned for Duke Ellington School of the Arts when I was going into the 10th grade. Did not get accepted, so I thought that meant I couldn't act. So I chose another profession, and it went something like this: eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Electrical engineering. Sounds like I'll make a lot of money. And went off to North Carolina A&T to pursue it. My father knew that I was barking up the wrong tree, but he let me do it. And got there, failed pre-cal, and I realized that's not what I was supposed to be doing. So then I came back to D.C.
following your dream.
Exactly.
Wonderful. So in the years, whereas before your breakout role with Baby Boy, how did you keep the motivation going? How do you keep the faith, stay inspired? How did you?
I have such a passion for the arts. And I think that's what's missing with a lot of the talent that's coming up now. They're so involved in or wanting and thirsting for the light.
Immediately.
And not understanding the weight that comes with that and the responsibility. I'm not in it for all of that. I mean, I go to these things, okay, not stuff like this, but like premieres, and I go to that kind of stuff kicking and screaming because I really wish I could just go to work and go home. But I just have such a passion for the craft, and I know that I can touch and move so many people through the gift that God has given me. So I take that very seriously.
So what's your next project?
Well, I have a film coming out this summer with Tina Fey and Steve Carell titled Date Night. It's a comedy. And then I just wrapped the remake of The Karate Kid in Beijing, so I'm fresh from China. And that's coming out this summer.
Wonderful. Can I get a nice
Look, your boy Uptown XO Street Roast Picks. You know how we do. Best in the city. Let's get it.
All right, thanks.